So we're going to go ahead and get started with our diameter and radius foldable. So you should have gotten a foldable paper. It was probably like this, and you just go ahead and fold it on the inside, so on the dotted lines. So there was these dotted lines on the back. You're just going to fold it to where it goes in the center. So you don't have to cut anything, you're just folding. And so diameter and radius are here. Remember, these are your notes, so if you want to put color on it, whatnot, you can do so. Again, I'll be using colors, so you can follow my lead or you don't. So first things first, we want to write our definition of a diameter. So the diameter is a straight line passing from side to side through the center of a circle. So again, go ahead and pause the video if you need to get this down. The diameter is a straight line passing from side to side through the center of the circle. The important things to remember is that it goes side to side and it goes through the center. So just highlighting that, it goes from side to side through the center. So I'm going to show you an example of diameter. I'm going to use diameter with my blue pencil. So this is my center of my circle. Our diameter is just going to be a straight line that goes through. So diameter can go straight across, it can go up and down, but it has to go from side to side to the center. So this is an example of our diameter. Okay. So now, to find the diameter, you will need a formula. So the formula for finding diameter is going to be diameter equals 2 times the radius. And we'll talk about radius in a second. So we're doing 2 times the radius to find the diameter. So sometimes you'll see that as D equals 2 times R. So we'll be using this to find the diameter. So, and this is when given a radius. So we'll use this when given a radius. So we're going to use this formula when we have the radius and don't know the diameter. So let's look at the radius and look at the definition of the radius. So let's start with our definition. It is a straight line from the center to the side of a circle. So important things to know about the radius. Again, it's another straight line, so notice they have that in common, but this is going from the center to the side. So it doesn't go all the way through, it just goes from the center to the side. So here's our center again, and the center is in the middle, and our radius is just going to go to the side. So a radius is only halfway through. So when we talk about diameter, it goes all the way across. And the radius is halfway across. Remember, this is your center. So that here is your center as well. Okay, so now let's look at our formula for finding radius. So our formula for finding radius, because it's half of the diameter, it's going to be the diameter divided by 2. We also use this as R equals D over 2, and this is when given diameter. Okay, so these are your important formulas to know. I'll be using green to represent radius, and I'll be using blue to represent diameter. Okay, again, these are your notes. Pause it and make it as colorful as you need, or go get your pencil. So this is how my notes look so far. I just wanted it to be colorful, wanted it to be original, wanted it to be mine. So this is what I do. So now we're going to actually start with the diameter side. We're going to open it up, and we're going to solve these for diameter. So remember, diameter, we're using our blue color. We're searching for diameter. Remember the formula for diameter? D is going to equal 2 times R. And that's when they give us the radius. So looking here at the first circle, the center and the line is going halfway through. So we know that this is a radius. So we know that R equals 11 because it doesn't go all the way across. This is a radius. So therefore, we know we're going to need to use our formula of D equals 2 times R. D equals 2 times 11 because we know that R equals 11. And so when we do this, D is going to equal 22. And we don't want to forget our units. So again, this is just going to be meters. Okay. The next one, the line goes all the way across. So we know that this is our diameter. So we don't have to do any math because it goes all the way across already. So we're just going to put 30 millimeters. Do not forget your units. Again, it goes all the way across. And if you want to, go ahead and pause it and try these on your own. So we know because it goes all the way across, this is a diameter. So this is going to be 26 km. We don't have to do any math. When it goes all the way across, that is our diameter. But here, this last one, this is a radius because it goes to the center from the edge. It doesn't go all the way across. So we know that this is a radius. So we know R equals 7. So we have to use our formula. D equals 2 times R. D equals 2 times 7, because 7 is R. D equals 14, and we don't want to forget our units, centimeters. So again, this is how we find the diameter. So if they give you straight across, you just write what they give you. If they give you halfway across, you have to multiply by 2. D equals 2 times R. And remember, R equals the radius. Okay, so now let's do the radius side. So remember, radius is green. We can find the radius of a circle. So let's remember, radius is going to equal diameter divided by 2. And that is where D equals diameter. So let's just go through. The first one is halfway across. Remember, when it's halfway across, that is the radius. So we don't have to do any math. We just need to write that R is 5 millimeters. The second one goes all the way across. So when it goes all the way across, it is your diameter. So therefore, we know D equals 12, but we're not looking for diameter, we're looking for radius. So we're going to write our formula. R equals 12 divided by 2, because we want to always write our formula first, D over 2. And so you have R equals 6, but we want to make sure you put our unit, so 6 centimeters. So remember, 6 is half of 12. So we know that's our radius. The next one, we're just going to the middle, and we're stopping. We're not going all the way across, so this is our radius. So our radius in this problem is 9 millimeters. And again, at any point in time, if you think you got it, go ahead and stop it and just come back and check. And then the last one, we have a diameter. Goes all the way across. And because this is our diameter, we know we need half of it. So we know D equals 16. We're looking for radius, so we got to write our formula. Radius equals D divided by 2. D is 16 16. We want to divide 16 by 2. R equals 8. I'm going to make sure we put our units, 8 kilometers. And we know this because radius is half of the diameter. And I think that's important to write. So if you go back to the front, let's just write radius is half of the diameter. Make sure you get that down because that is so important. It's an easy way to remember. Radius is just half of that diameter. So we're just always dividing. So again, if you have to pause, pause. And then once you're done, if you have a notebook, glue this in. If not, put this somewhere safe or leave it out to go ahead and start your work for the day.